and everything else is good. Alright, so we are 5 minutes away from Pokemon Presents 2025. They don't do any of these other things throughout the year. They just always do one presentation on February 27th. It is the 29th anniversary of the Pokemon franchise. And we are finally going to be getting new information on new Pokemon-related activities. Exactly 1 year ago to the day, we got the official reveal of Pokemon Legends ZA, releasing in 2025. We then proceeded to get zero information in the last 365 days. So, that is going to be a thing that we're getting. Apparently some leaks had happened, and like the only thing I know is that apparently this presentation is 19 minutes, roughly. Last year was apparently only 12. So this is, I believe, the longest Pokemon Presents in like 3 years. My personal thoughts on what I want to see is I have been thinking about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon again the last couple weeks, and I would really, really love a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. There was a Pokemon Presents many years ago where we got the Rescue Team DX remake on Switch. I never picked that up, because I just didn't want it at the time, and I like Explorers more than Rescue Team. So, the last actual new game in the Mystery Dungeon series that was not the remake, because the remake apparently released 5 years ago now. The last game in the series was 10 years ago on the 3DS in 2015. So a new Mystery Dungeon game is what I would love to see. I think it's been enough time to see one. However, every single year I have predicted a new Pokepark game and a new Pokemon Ranger game. And we will not get those. I think those are dead series. Pokepark was a fun thing on the Wii. I would love to see a new Pokepark game, but that's not going to happen. I love the Pokemon Ranger series. There has not been a one since the original DS. Guardian Signs, I don't remember when that came out, but if it was original DS, it was probably like 2009 as a guess. But like, I would love to see that. I've always wanted a thing. It's the perfect time. Honestly, if there's going to be a new Pokemon Ranger game, it's going to be announced in 2026. Because the Switch 2 is going to be out then. And I've always wanted a Pokemon Ranger game where you use the Joy-Con motion controls as a styler. However, the Switch 2 Joy-Cons have like the mouse sensor, the cool mouse sensor on the bottom of them. You could absolutely have a Pokemon Ranger game where you like press down like ZR or ZL on the Joy-Con to like start the touch, and then spin the thing around. Spin the Joy-Con on the table. To do a styler catch that way. But we're gonna get Legends ZA, and I will say, last year the huge Terra leak had happened, and like several terabytes of data from Game Freak got leaked, and there was a whole bunch of information. Some of the stuff that was in that leak was related to Legends ZA, so I did get spoiled on some stuff from that, but if it actually does come true, that's insane. But there was also some leaked Switch games that if they do get revealed in this presentation, I will comment about it, but I'm not going to spoil it for people who have not seen the leaks. It's just that there was some Switch games that were leaked from the Terra leak that are rumored to be shown off in this presentation. Other than that, we're going to get a Cafe Remix update, because they always do. We're going to get a Pokemon Unite update, because they always do. We're going to get a Pokemon Go update, because they always do. They might say something about the TCG. That could be a thing. It's kind of the same song and dance almost every single year, and then we just wait till the very end where we get to the good stuff. So I'm hoping they actually, like, you know, get to the good stuff. Today, I am wearing my Yveltal shirt, my Pokemon Y Yveltal shirt. So I am all ready. 40 seconds to go. And we are just gonna wait it out. Cut Jubilife Village. Oh, they're playing the Pokemon main theme. You mean, you know, the Pokemon main theme, probably copyrighted. Like the anime main theme. There was a thing in a previous Pokemon Presents where they had like a music video and that like demonetized people. But like if this gets demonetized, oh well. Alright everyone. The moment you've been waiting for. Oh, also, like, I think it was Pokemon partnering with, like, Toyota or something, and they made, like, a real-life Koraidon motorcycle. That's, like, the only other thing that I saw. So it'd be really cool if, like, if it started. They're late to their own live stream. The Twitch chat's going mental. I could put my own emote in here. And my cute little Manaphy. The moment you've all been waiting for is there's actually no news. Go home. There's no news. There we go. Pokemon Channel? We're getting a Pokemon Channel 2? I love Pokemon Channel.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
That is who that guy is.
Today, February 27th.
I have that.
Is Pokemon
It's right there.
Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the
Honestly, we
Pokemon
love
series.
the background. The background's always good every year.
It's been 29 years since the birth of Pokemon,
Sure has.
and we've reached this milestone.
9 years since Sun and Moon came out, by the
Following
way.
trainers around the world. Thanks to all of you, it's now possible to enjoy Pokemon each day in a variety of ways. We hope to keep bringing you new experiences to brighten your day-to-day lives with Pokemon.
By the way, I turned on Pokemon Sword before this
today's
went live,
broadcast,
like before I
we'll
went
be sharing
live.
all the
I
latest
decided to
news
do
about
one
Pokemon,
Dynamax adventure.
including our
I got a
newest
shiny
channel.
Oranguru from
Please
that.
enjoy the presentation.
That's pretty neat. I got a shiny Oranguru.
It's the Netflix series Pokemon Concierge.
Oh yeah, this is
Placed
fucking
at a
awesome, by the
Pokemon
way.
resort on a tropical island.
Pokemon
The story
Concierge is
follows
amazing. I
Haru,
watched the
who
whole
is still
thing.
finding her feet as a
They're
new
talking about how they
concierge,
recently
and
released this on
Psyduck as they
YouTube.
grow together through their interactions with the resort's Pokemon.
It's only like an hour
Its
long, like a
charm lies in
45-minute
the
to an
warm
hour-long
visuals that can be
series.
achieved
It's only like 4
through
episodes.
stop-motion animation. And new episodes of Pokemon Concierge are in production.
Oh.
They are slated for release in September 2025.
That's actually huge.
What
I'm
sort
excited
of
for that.
will
Pokemon
Haru
Concierge
and
was
Psyduck
so
welcome
good.
as guests
Like, it was
next?
super wholesome
Take a
time, and I
first
love
look
it.
At a few of the Pokemon they will meet in this motion test footage.
Look
Just
at the little
personality
baby.
and how they
Look at the
move.
big baby.
But
Look at
there's
the little
more.
baby.
For a limited time, the first 4 episodes are available to watch on Pokemon's official YouTube
So yeah, go do
channel.
that. If you haven't watched
Please
Pokemon
take a chance to
Concierge,
watch
it's
them
literally
if you
like
haven't
45
been
minutes
tuned
long.
into Pokemon
It's 4
Concierge
episodes.
yet. And we
It's
hope you
really,
look forward
really
to the
good.
new episodes as well.
Hello, everyone. I'm
No way, Mega Jinx.
Pokemon Company.
Mega Jinx confirmed.
Next, we have a number of other announcements to share with you.
Yeah. Guys built like Professor Clavel.
Pokemon Go Tour Unova Global will take place on March 1st.
Yeah, that's happening right
This
now.
event can be enjoyed at
Niantic
from
fucks up
anywhere in
everything
the
as
world.
always,
Pokemon
and they
Go
fucked up a
is
thing that made it so that
During
you have
the
to do
event, the
raids to get a
legendary
thing.
Pokemon Black Kyurem and White Kyurem will appear in raid
And,
battles and elsewhere.
Oh, just now.
Trainers will soon have a chance
An event
to
just
encounter
started.
Victini and Shiny Meloetta. We'll also share promo codes for everyone to enjoy. We hope you're looking forward to the new season 2.
Oh, they have, Hilbert Pikachu! That's huge. Oh yeah, Pokemon Masters as well. There's a Masters update happening. I haven't played Masters in a long time. I think I've given up on Pokemon Masters, not gonna lie. I used to talk about it a bunch during these, but it's like, I completely dropped Pokemon Masters. Fucking Hilbert Pikachu, though? That's hype as hell. Give me the Hilbert Pikachu. There's a bunch of really cool things in Masters that I really wish I decided to care about. It's just that I fell out of playing Masters. Like, the last time I did something, the last time I played the game was a video I did for the channel where I showed Volo. Give me that Hilbert Pikachu. Also, that sounds like music from Pokemon XD. Darkrai. Oh, Pokemon Sleep, that's right. It's Pokemon Sleep is also a thing that exists. I've... Neuron activated. They played the first, like, 3 notes to Eternal Forest. I mean, Darkrai and Cresselia and Pokemon Sleep, sure. And there's the Unite update. They really put clothes on that Ho-Oh, and they really put clothes on that Suicune. I've only played Pokemon Unite one time, which is the day it came out. I have not played it since. I have never played Pokemon Cafe Remix. I do not care.
Remote Stadium will be returning to ranked matches. Enjoy intense battles.
This is the only stadium I know, because it's the only one I played. They removed it from the game for a while.
Also arriving, called First to 500. In it, a new feature called Eos technology allows you to gain special effects when you score a certain.
Man, I really wish I cared.
Look forward to an updated map with updated wild Pokemon. The win condition is simple: be the first to score.
I'm just checking Pokemon Go. Actually, I should check the shop. Typically for these, they have like special. They have, like, new stuff in the shop for, like, black and white Kyurem gear. Oh, yeah, TCG Pocket. This got leaked, like, yesterday, actually. The official TikTok account for the TCG accidentally uploaded a video on the new set. It's based around Arceus. Which is good. I like that. Anything based around Sinnoh is good. Just, like, don't be surprised when Arceus shows up here, because it's gonna show Arceus. Wow, no way, it's that thing that got leaked yesterday. Triumphant Light. Tomorrow. Nice. Good, good. All sorts of good. I do play TCG Pocket. I literally just opened a pack like before when I went live. I don't know how I didn't remember that that was a game that existed. Are they gonna talk about the new set? Like it feels like they release new TCG sets like every 2 weeks, like actual new TCG sets. Oh, we're getting Mega Evolutions back in the TCG because of Legends ZA. You know what? Sure. We take those. We take those. Legends ZA comes out this year. We're gonna get information on it. We're gonna get Mega Evolutions back, so, like... Sure.
Next, allow me to share some news about the Pokemon video game series.
Yes! What we came here for!
Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games. We're celebrating Pokemon Day with a Rotom phone case giveaway.
Okay. I mean, I can... Only available in Scarlet and Violet. I mean, sure.
Along with a mass outbreak event and other in-game
I'll
events
boot the game back up to get the phone case and then turn the game off.
A mighty Meowscarada, Skeledirge, and Quaquaval will appear in a series of Terra Raid battles.
After I did, like, the full shiny hunting thing for Sprigatito, I have not opened the game aside from one time. So, I do not need to play any more Pokemon Violet. Like, I'm good.
Next, please have a look at this video.
I will have a look at this video, sir. I will have a look at this video. It's what we came here for! Get ready! buddy, you're a poor man, grown man, shown man. That kid has a fat face. Not my Fruit Loop Cheerios. This would be hype if they show the Switch 2 at the end of it. Pokemon Battle Revolution mentioned. We take those. Also, this is probably copyrighted music. Who gives a shit anymore? Come on, show Switch 2. Oh, this is the leaked game. The leaked game. Maybe? Yes, it is the leaked game. Okay. So, I believe this is Pokemon Synapse. Was the code name, was Synapse. People were mentioning that it is a game that has support to Pokemon Home. Oh, and it's on Switch, okay. And it's like a competitor to Pokemon Showdown. It's literally just like a battle simulator, like Pokemon Battle Revolution, but it's freaking... It's like an official Pokemon Showdown. Oh, yeah! Mega Evolution, Terras, in one game. They should have had someone Dynamax, too. Oh, Pokemon Champions. Now in development for iOS and Switch. Huge. Will be playing, will be streaming. Huge.
What you've just seen is the world's first glimpse of a new title, Pokemon Champions. This title will be focused on the Pokemon battles you know and love from core Pokemon games.
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon Champions will continue the tradition of pitting your skills against those of other trainers from around the world, but this time we're aiming for these core-style battles to be enjoyed by more players than ever before.
They're trying to shut down Pokemon Showdown.
Game Freak, the developer of the core games, is carrying out the planning for this project, while development is being handled by the Pokemon Works. And Pokemon
I sure hope it
Champions
does.
will be coming not only to the Nintendo Switch family of systems, but to mobile devices.
He said
too.
family of
You'll be
systems.
able to choose how you want to play based on
Switch
where you
2 confirmed.
What's more, you can also connect with Pokemon Home.
Let's go.
Thanks to this connectivity, you won't be limited to using Pokemon you can partner up with in Pokemon Champions. You'll be able to team up
This
with
is like
Pokemon who
straight up
joined you on
Pokemon
your
Battle
adventures in
Revolution 2 at
previous
this
Pokemon
point.
games.
Because like you used to be able to
We
connect
hope
your
you're
Diamond
looking
and Pearl
forward to
games to
battling
that,
Pokemon
and use your
trainers
Pokemon from
all
Diamond and
corners of the
Pearl.
world.
Really excited.
Stay tuned for future announcements regarding the launch date of Pokemon Champions. Next, we'd like to share some information about the languages Pokemon series games will be available in. Mr. Tomás Cortijo, please
I
take it away.
mean, cool.
Saludos a todos desde la nueva oficina de Pokémon.
You remind me of Professor
Soy
Salvatore.
Tomás Cortijo, director
I don't
general
like
para
him.
Latinoamérica de The
I don't
Pokémon
like
Company
Salvatore.
International. El día de hoy estoy muy feliz de anunciarles que Pokémon Champions estará disponible en español latinoamericano desde el día de su lanzamiento.
Congratulations to
De igual
anyone
forma,
who speaks these
además de los 9
languages.
idiomas que los entrenadores y entrenadoras pueden elegir, Leyendas Pokémon ZA tendrá también la opción de jugarse
The
en
first
español
time they've
latinoamericano.
mentioned
Esto
ZA
significa
in
que
365
de aquí en adelante
days.
habrá 10 idiomas disponibles para jugar. Finalmente, como ya anunciamos con anterioridad, las futuras expansiones del famoso juego de cartas coleccionables de Pokémon estarán también disponibles en español de Latinoamérica. Localizar productos como Leyendas Pokémon ZA al español latinoamericano permitirá que
Congratulations.
millones de nuevos fans se unan a la comunidad global de Pokémon y se conecten con otros jugadores de formas nunca
More language
antes
options is great.
Como
You don't need to
parte de
dedicate
Pokémon
2 minutes to
Company
this.
Group, este es un claro
There's
ejemplo
4 minutes
de
left of the
nuestra misión
presentation.
de unir al mundo a través de Pokémon. Saber que
Also, nice
los
bots
fans
that they have in the
disfrutan
Twitch
aún
chat.
más de jugar Pokémon en su idioma local
Don't
nos
click on
permite
any of those
explorar
links.
nuevas formas para deleitar a los jugadores de diferentes regiones y mercados como Latinoamérica. Este es un momento increíble para ser fan de Pokémon, sin importar en qué
They
parte
really
del
are
mundo
dedicating
te
2 whole
encuentres,
minutes
por
to
lo que
this.
no puedo esperar para unirme a todos ustedes.
They really could just say,
en
hey,
sus
we
próximas
have
aventuras.
Latin American
Nos vemos
Spanish
pronto.
in the games now, and then just like cut
Finally,
it.
Here's the latest update on Pokemon Legends ZA.
Finally! It's a video game. It's the Kalos region. Wow! Okay! I actually kind of wanted this. It's stylized like, new Pokemon Snap. The game looks good. Cyndaquil, Tepig, and Totodile are the starters. I never saw anyone say these. So many people said so many different types of starters. The information we got last year said that the game took place entirely within Lumiose City, and everyone's like, no, that's not real. That's not real. It has to take place in the past. But no, it takes place in the present day. All in Lumiose City, and it's like a fully realized city and not just like a shitty town on the 3DS. Oh, and you got the dodge rolls and stuff, still. Mega evolutions. Mega Lucario, show new megas, we're gonna see Mega Lucario. Also, there, Kangaskhan, Absol, all the other megas we know and love, they're all back. Fun fact for people who don't remember Let's Go. Hey, oh my god! Oh! Ho! Santa Claus. Ho! Ho! You can't just show
Pokemon
that.
Legends ZA is a new title in the Pokemon series. The story takes place in Lumiose City, the largest city in the Kalos region. Prism Tower stands tall at the center of this city of beautiful vistas. These days, Lumiose is undergoing a high-tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon
I actually can't believe how good this game looks.
After you arrive in Lumiose City to
They
see
really
the
took their
sights,
time.
You'll meet 3 Pokemon, one of which will become your first partner. Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. You'll choose one of these Pokemon to accompany you on a new journey.
You know,
as
what's
get to
interesting
know
is that
Lumiose City and its inhabitants.
Chikorita and Totodile
Here are some of the colorful characters
are
you'll
Johto.
encounter.
And then
When you
Tepig's
arrive
not.
in Lumiose, you'll meet
Why
a
is he
new
there?
friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny.
Okay.
The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also
Wow.
meet his partner, Floette.
Wow.
Lumiose's redevelopment is being managed
He's
by
fucking
Quizartico Inc.
tall.
You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary
Ace
Vinny.
Vinny.
The different people you
Wow.
meet will make your time in Lumiose all the richer.
I can't believe I'm looking at this game right now.
To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas, located throughout Lumiose, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive. To catch one of these wild Pokemon,
Yes, I
aim
want to see.
carefully. Then
I want to
throw a
see
Pokeball.
wild Hydreigons roaming the city.
If you're having a hard time catching one, have one of your Pokemon use its moves to weaken the target, making it easier to catch.
Also, this remix of the battle theme's really good.
This game offers a style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect.
Okay.
So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper
So they
hand.
got rid of strong and agile style. And they make it a lot more
Lead your
active.
partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming
Like, you
attacks.
actually have to be dodging the attacks
Swap
in the
Pokemon
battle,
if you
because
need to
in
and find the right moment
Arceus, you
to
just could
unleash a
just
move.
move for fun.
What's more, certain Pokemon can go beyond evolution by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's Keystone resonates with the Megastone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than
What's
just
going to be great about
change
this is that it's going to be Kalos, but it's going to have all the
It'll
megas that
unlock
were
a
introduced
new
in
level of
Oraz as
power,
well.
turning the tide of battle in its favor.
Show us the new megas?
As Lumiose continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will await you.
Oh, little guy. A funny little guy.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
It's
Coming
it's
late
November.
2025.
It's November. It's coming out in November. It's coming out in November. All the games come out in November. Rotom Phone, Holocaster. Promotion announcement. What's that supposed to mean?
Pokemon Legends ZA is scheduled to release in late 2025.
November.
We hope everybody can wait just a little longer for their adventures in Lumiose City to begin. That concludes our announcements for today. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much for showing. I was actually impressed. It's not like the reveal of Legends Arceus where the game looked like shit. Nothing else? Nothing else? That's it. And they're not live anymore. Well then. That certainly is a thing. Let me pull up the YouTube video for this. And go back into it. The art style for Legends ZA, I'm not mad about it. Like, I just booted up Pokemon Sword again, as I just said, and after all we've been through with the graphics on Nintendo Switch for Pokemon games, Sword and Shield aren't that bad. I never hated them anyway. A lot of people like to blow it out of proportions, especially with the wild area. I never thought the game looked that bad. But it looks like a blend between, like, Sword and Shield style and New Pokemon Snap. And I wanted a main game in the series to look like New Pokemon Snap, because New Pokemon Snap looks amazing. And yeah, it is true. Like, the whole thing, the information we got a year ago was that the game takes place all in Lumiose City, and they really did show and explain how that is. Huge news for Furfrou fans. This is the first game Furfrou has been in on the Nintendo Switch. Furfrou used to be like a form of currency in Pokemon Home, because you would get all the Furfrou forms and like trade them for rare things because you couldn't get Furfrou. But now Furfrou has died down. It's Goldengo now. People trade for Goldengos and trade for like legendaries and shinies. So like, cool that Furfrou's here. Just watched a video from Loxton like yesterday about Furfrou and how awful Furfrou is. Learned about the forms of Furfrou. Maybe they'll make Mega Furfrou, and it's like super fluffy or something. I think it's very strange. I've seen so many like fake leaks for Legends ZA that people were trying to pass off as the truth for the starters, because Legends Arceus had a starter from 3 different regions, and of course Legends ZA has to have starters from 3 different regions, but they have 2 Johto starters and then a Unova starter for some reason. I'm gonna say right now is that I always have gone with the grass-type starter Pokemon in every Pokemon game I've ever played, except Soul Silver, where I chose Totodile. I'm really tempted to choose Totodile for this game. However, I might actually pick Meganium for the first time. I didn't, like, pick Chikorita when I was a kid in Soul Silver, because the first gym in Soul Silver is a flying type gym, so I wanted not a grass type for it. Because, like, I just wasn't a huge fan of Chikorita. But I feel like I've dismissed Chikorita, like, too much in my lifetime, and I think I'll actually pick Chikorita for this game. Fucking stop. I want to go back to seeing all this. I like the concept of the battles for this, because like I said, in Legends Arceus, you could move around the battlefield, but it didn't do anything. You just did the strong and agile style moves, but this is actually, you have to get your Pokemon close to the enemies for the moves to connect. You have to move around and dodge the attacks yourself. And they show off Mega Lucario, Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Absol, Mega Sableye, Mega Charizard X and Y, Mega Gardevoir, Ampharos, Altaria, Gyarados. I really like the design for this trainer, by the way. this is a great character design. I love the way she looks. Freaking AZ jump scare. I'm so happy. Like, the game's called Legends ZA, so obviously AZ has something to do with the game. But, like, seeing him, like, fully realized, settling back into society after 3,000 years, reunited with his Floette, like, that's awesome. I used to have an illegal AZ Floette. There was a QR code exploit in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where you could scan QR codes with the 3DS camera and get, like, hacked mons. And I have, like, a level 100 shiny Magikarp that has, like, all one-hit KO moves. That's still in my Pokemon Home, but at one point, a couple years ago, Pokemon Home were locking people out of their accounts for having hacked Pokemon, and I'm fairly certain my AZ's Floette was, like, causing it. It might still be in Home. I actually don't remember. That might still be in Home, but I definitely had to release a shiny Volcanion and a shiny Hoopa that I had from that exploit. So I don't have those anymore. But AZ's Floette might actually still be on Home. I don't remember.
In the Pokemon series. The story
I just want to look at this all again.
At the center of this city of beautiful vistas.
I'm so glad that they really did take their time with the game. According to, like, things that we got information from the Terror Leak, because of COVID, like, a bunch of stuff got delayed, and all that stuff. Like, the reason why Legends Arceus released when it did is because it was delayed, and we got Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet in the same year. And everything had to get pushed back. So, I don't know, we don't know what the reasoning was exactly, but I'm pretty sure from what I remember from reading stuff in the Terror Leak, that Legends ZA was supposed to come out last November. And just didn't, and got pushed to 2025. This does say it's still a Nintendo Switch game, so they're still probably going to be releasing normal Switch games, before, or like while Switch 2 is a thing. We'll probably still get normal Switch games for at least another year or two. Because we're going to get the Switch 2 presentation in April. You're obviously going to be able to play all Switch games on Switch 2. So I will be playing Pokemon Legends ZA on the Switch 2. Which is going to be, it was just a crazy thing to say. Also, huge news for Patrat fans. Patrat has not been in a game since, like, XY. Like, there's not a single game on Nintendo Switch that has, I believe it was the Panpour, Pansage, Pansear line. All three of those in their evolutions. Furfrou, and then Patrat and Watchog have not been in a game on Nintendo Switch. So, huge news for Patrat and Watchog fans. You finally got them back.
Tech urban redevelopment plan to turn it into a city that people and Pokemon truly share.
Also, I never played Detective Pikachu Returns. I really wanted to, but I wasn't going to pay like $50, $60 for that game. I did play the original on 3DS, and I really liked that game. Like, it was very basic. But also, this could be also similar to that as well.
Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile.
That's such a weird choice.
Here are some of the colorful characters you'll encounter. When you arrive in Lumiose, you'll meet a new friend and ally, either Urbane or Tawny.
So, like, I don't want to see Urbane. I want to see Tawny, because Tawny's, like, cute and stuff. And, like, she just looks better than Urbane. I'm going to assume it's gender-specific. If you pick the male protagonist, you'll get the male character. If you get the female character, you get the female antagonist, or whatever. Because, like, it seems throughout all of the footage, they use the female presenting character, and they show the female rival character. I think. Oh, wait, no. No, that does look like Urbane. I think. Let me see. No, that is Urbane. Okay, no, if you play the male character, you get the female rival. We're so back.
The hotel where you'll be staying is run by AZ. You'll also meet his partner, Floette.
That's just so crazy to see.
Lumios's redevelopment
Also, we're finally going to get a real distribution for an AZ Floette with this game.
is being managed by Quasartico Inc.
Quasartico. Oh, we know that animation. We've seen that animation
Bane
before where
or
they
Tawny.
do this. They've been doing this animation for like 10 years.
You'll also meet his partner, Floette. Lumios's redevelopment is being managed by Quasartico Inc. You'll become acquainted with the company's CEO Jet and her secretary Vinny. The different people you meet will make your time in Lumios all the richer.
Richer.
To help people and Pokemon coexist, the city has set up wild zones. To
I like
help
that the
people and
statues
Pokemon
of the classic Pokemon statues of the Marowak.
coexist, the city has set up wild zones. These areas, located throughout Lumios, give wild Pokemon habitats where they can thrive. To catch one of these wild Pokemon, aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball.
That's so
If
nice.
you're
This
having a
game
hard
looks so
time
good.
catching one, have one of your
Legends
Pokemon
Arceus
use
was
its
already my
moves to
favorite
hit the target,
Pokemon game.
making it easier to catch.
They might have just made it even more peak. Even if it only takes place all
This
in
game offers a
Lumios.
style of Pokemon battling not seen in previous titles. Moves can have a longer or shorter reach, or different areas of effect. So choose your timing and positioning carefully to gain the upper hand. Lead your partner Pokemon through battles and dodge incoming attacks. Swap Pokemon if you need to and find the right moment to unleash a move. What's more, certain Pokemon can go
You show off
beyond
all the same
evolution
megas.
by undergoing Mega Evolution. When a trainer's keystone resonates with the Mega Stone held by their Pokemon, the Pokemon will do more than just change shape. It'll unlock a new level of power, turning the tide of battle in its favor.
Man, that you could just do that in the overworld,
New
and it's
level
just
of
like, man, if this was like real life, but also Pokemon, so that's Dragalge, Glaceon, fucking causing earthquakes, ripping up the ground in
Turning the
Lumios
tide of
City.
battle in its favor.
It's nice you can go on top of the buildings. This fucking Mega Kangaskhan is like cornering this Garbodor right now.
As Lumios continues its transformation into a city that belongs to both people and Pokemon, who knows what kinds of encounters and experiences will to
Also,
both
wait a
people and
second.
Pokemon? Who knows
Didn't
what
put
kinds
that
of
together at
encounters-
first. This is the Looker Bureau. This is Looker's office. This is where he is in Lumios, in the post game to X and Y. We might get to see. I forget her name. I really wish I remembered the girl's name. But we'll see Looker in this game. Looker. I think there was a. No, I don't think Looker has been in a single game on Switch. No. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I guess. I don't care about those, but.
encounters and experiences
And we'll actually
will
get to
await
see
you.
Zygarde cells fully realized.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
Comes out in November.
Coming late.
The game comes out in November. They could do something cute, and X and Y were the first Pokemon games to release globally at the same time, and they released in October. So they could do an October release date and release it around the same time they released X and Y back in the day. But it's November. It's November. I will say right now, they've been releasing games on Thursdays recently. It will be Thursday, the 14th of November. No, wait, no, that's Friday. That's Friday the 14th. Thursday, the 13th. Thursday, the 13th of November, 2025, because the following week would be Thanksgiving, I believe. They always release it the week before Thanksgiving. They always do. They release games in November, the week before Thanksgiving. They do it every year. Like the year after X and Y came out, every year after, Pokemon games have released the week before Thanksgiving in November. So, it's November 13th. The game is coming out November 13th. That's my hard shot call. This game looks great. I am very pleasantly surprised with how the game looks. And we also saw Dog. We saw Dog in here. I almost didn't piece that together. Nice asshole that you got there. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this. If the game takes place all inside Lumios City, they have a lot of shoes to fill because Lumiose was so small on the 3DS. They're going to make everything feel so big and realized, and it's going to be great. It's going to be the Kalos, the one city in Kalos we've always wanted. We're also going to see Clement and Bonnie. I'm going to hope that they're probably, like, adults now. We'll see how long it has passed in universe since X and Y. But AZ is, like, settling into society. This probably takes place after the events of X and Y, obviously. Because AZ's not roaming the lands, being captured by Team Plasma. Pokemon Champions looks like a good time. We really only saw just a animated trailer for this, but I will be playing this. And we'll see what that's all about. And everything else I just don't care about. I mean, go get your phone cases, your Scarlet Book and Violet Book phone cases. For Scarlet and Violet, I guess. And all the other stuff is just, like, you know, it's stuff. The Univator is happening in Pokemon Go right now. I should reopen it just to see if there's any more Pikachus. Like I mentioned before, Niantic always fucks things up because they're very bad at their jobs. And there was a bug happening where there's a beat of timed research right now of, like, completing raids gives you a Pokemon encounter for a legendary, but it wasn't working, and people were doing raids and it wasn't counting. So Niantic was like, we're just going to give you a duplicate pass, but for free. And because of the duplicate pass for free, I caught all the legendaries I had: Cobalion, Terrakion, Virizion, Thundurus, Tornadus, Landorus, and all 5 Genesect Drive Genesects, because they have them as different Pokemon. But the Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus were their Therian forms, and I got a free shiny Therian Thundurus out of that. Do they have, like, all types of Pikachus? No, they still have more Hilbert Pikachus here. I'm seeing Hilbert Pikachu. What is that? Oh, they have Black and White and Black and White 2 Pikachus. So they have a Nate Pikachu, Nate's Visor as well. I'm not seeing a Hilda one right now. I have not encountered one. It's not showing up at my house. Typically each year they have, like, gear in the shop in Pokemon Go you can put on to make yourself look like the different protagonists. Can this Pikachu get in the ball? To make yourself look like the different protagonists. And once they add the Hilbert hat, I'm never taking it off. For very obvious reasons. There's a Wild Eevee, not shiny. Paris, not shiny. And Growlithe, not shiny. I think that's all I have to say. Oh, never mind. Hilda. Found a Hilda Pikachu. I think that's all I have to say about Pokemon Presents. Very excited for Champions. Very excited for Legends EA. I am not disappointed by this trailer. It looks good. When we got the reveal for Scarlet and Violet, it looked like ass. When we got the reveal for Legends Arceus, it looked like ass. Legends Arceus still looks like ass, but it's still a lot of fun, so I kind of ignore it. But, like, this looks, I think, like the best looking Pokemon game on the console. in my personal opinion. I know the resolution of the YouTube video and the stream is not great, but, like, in game, they still got a whole 9 months to go until the game comes out. So that's it. That's all I gotta say. This is all streamed live at twitch.tv. Actually, no, not Twitch. I usually stream on Twitch. It's all streamed on YouTube, so you're all seeing it on YouTube. But normally I stream on twitch.tv/Pokéball35. Link in the description down below. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so, because I do have a lot to offer. I will be doing a full 100% playthrough of Legends ZA when that releases. If you want, I have a full 100% Let's Play of Pokemon Violet, with the Indigo Disc and Teal Mask DLCs. Full 100% completion, everything you can possibly do in that game. You can also watch my full 100% playthrough of Legends Arceus in the meantime as well. And I also, last year, did a playthrough of Pokemon Infinite Fusion. And right now, I've said this in a previous thing, a couple years ago, I did a playthrough of a ROM hack called Pokemon XG Next Gen, which is a hard mode ROM hack with modern mechanics for Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I was still new to doing stuff back then, and now I'm a lot more experienced, and I beat the game, but then I fucked something up, and I ruined the footage of the finale, on the last few episodes of that, so I never got to finish that game. And it's like the only thing on the channel that's like does not have an ending, because it was literally, it cuts on episode 30 right before like the final like boss gauntlet before the end of the game with Shadow Lugia, and my footage got fucked up and I could never recover it, and I'd already saved, so like I couldn't do anything about it. Right now I'm in the process of replaying that game on my own so I can get all the way back to that. I finally built up the courage to go back into that game, and I'm replaying it all the way through, and doing that. Also, very disappointed still that there's not any NSO stuff for Pokemon. Like, we had Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal on 3DS Virtual Console, and we don't have them on Switch NSO. Like, there's no reason to not have them. Pokemon Home is right there. Like, just add them to the NSO service. There could have just been, like, a really cool, like, later today drop. But none of that. No Pokepark. No Ranger. No Mystery Dungeon. This is the only thing I'm streaming today. I will be back to streaming on Twitch tomorrow. I'm going to take the rest of the day to chill, watch other people's reactions, and go back to sleep. And I have work later. So I hope you enjoyed my reaction and discussion of the Legends ZA stuff, the Pokemon Presents. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in whatever comes next.